Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? I am your host, Dennis Garland Jr., and I have my wonderful co host, Sandra, your trusted insurance agent broker, Sandra B. What's up, Sanj?
What's popping? I'm
Look, man.
excited, Dennis. I am
Hey, look,
excited.
look, man. I know you excited, man. Like I told you, man, I've been hyped all day, man. This is the first time that we are actually bringing drill for skill, out from the actual, just within our own agency. And now, man, we're willing to, and ready to share drill for skill to the world. So, I mean, look, I mean, let the people know what we got in store for
Man, it's so much. Like we're gonna be hitting like everything, about the industry, from mindset to scripts to product knowledge, prospecting and recruiting. I mean, hey, if y'all got ideas, if it's something y'all want to learn, let us know. If we don't know how to teach it to you, we're gonna bring somebody on. We're gonna have special guests. Like this is so different from what you're typically used to if you tune in live because we like to interact with the people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and that's the beautiful part about what it is that we do here with Drill for Skill. It's not just us just talking at you. Like I said, this thing is going to be very interactive, right? So if you are in the chats, if you're commenting, things of that nature, if you have a question, or maybe you're adding value to the subject matter, man. Hey, look, we want to talk about it. We want to shout it out. Hey, we maybe even start to invite people into the studio with us to be able to be a part of our guest panel, you know what I mean, and be able to, drill for skill with us, you know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna be doing some role playing. Like I said, it's going to be a phenomenal training. You definitely want to make sure that you have yourself, your pen, your pad. If you're building an agency, if you're recruiting, things of that nature, make sure you get your agency on, man, because we're going to go from the old folks say, from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, we're gonna go from the rooter to the tutor. So whether you new, you old, you a veteran, you in between IMOs, it does not matter. We got something for you.
Yes. We
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
Roberto. He said UFA is in the house.
UFA, what's up, Roberto? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, man, as we always do, right? We always start out with a mindset video. And so one of the videos I do want to play for us today, right, is a video that really speaks to emotional intelligence, right? And I really think it is a subject matter that people really don't speak about a lot. People don't really speak about emotional intelligence a lot. And I really believe that it is, very important subject matter to speak about, because a lot of times our emotions can either help us do business or have us out of business. How many times have we, seen things happen, seen bad business deals go down because somebody's emotion was out of whack, or maybe somebody was just too high on the hog and they overshot their shot, or whatever the case may be, or they were having so much success that their emotions gave them a head fake, that they thought that they were somewhere but where they actually wasn't, and they should have actually kept going. So emotional intelligence is something that is very important. So I'm going to share my screen here with you beautiful people on tonight, and we're gonna check it out, and look, and let's dialogue about it, right? It's not a long video, but once the video's over, hey, we want you all to dialogue and comment in the comments right along with us, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share it.
Emotional intelligence refers to how well we handle ourselves and our relationships. There are four domains: self awareness, knowing what we're feeling, why we're feeling it, which is a basis of, for example, good intuition, good decision making. Also, it's a moral compass. Uh, the second part is self management, which means handling your distressing emotions in an effective way so that they don't cripple you, they don't get in the way of what you're doing, and yet attuning them to them when you need to, so that you learn what you must. Every emotion has a function. Also, marshaling positive emotions, getting ourselves, involved, enthused about what we're doing, aligning our actions with our passions. The third is empathy, knowing what someone else is feeling. And the fourth is putting that all together in skilled relationship. So that's what I mean by emotional intelligence. There are many definitions out there. The part of the brain, it turns out, that uh, supports emotional and social intelligence is actually the last circuitry of the brain to become anatomically mature. And because of neuroplasticity, the brain shapes itself according to repeated experiences. So my argument is, hey, we should be teaching kids regularly over time in a systematic way self-awareness, self-management, empathy, and social skill. And in fact, uh, there are now enough programs, and they've been around enough in schools, that they're about to publish a huge meta-analysis looking at hundreds of schools and kids that had the program versus those that don't. And guess what? All antisocial behavior, disruption in class, violence in school, goes down 10%. Pro-social behavior, liking school, well-behaved, up 10%. Academic achievement scores up 11%. So it really pays. Executive function, which is mediated by the prefrontal lobe, both helps you manage your emotions and helps you pay attention. So as kids learn these skills, they also learn basic learning skills. I think that the fact that that was an argument was one thing that caught people's attention. Then there was a little chapter on called Managing with Heart, which argued that leaders who were sons of a bitch were actually defeating the company's own mission. And I think that made a lot of people happy because they work for people like that. I don't know. Some people gave it to other people because they thought they needed help in this domain. I'm sure there's a zillion reasons why people like the book.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? So there were some pretty good things that he said there, right? Self-awareness, self-empathy, right? I mean, what did you think about that, Sandra? I mean, as far as the video that
one thing that I really enjoyed about Drill for Skill was, these videos. I never know what you're going to share. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here, I'm trying to take notes. It was like kind of fast, but I think all in all, he said every emotion has its functions. He's not saying not to have emotions. You just want to use those emotions the right way, so where it's not, messing up how you do business, because emotions can't get in the way if you don't channel it the right way. Like I said, the empathy, skilled relationships, managing with heart, dealt with that, probably in almost every agency I've been through.
absolutely.
But yeah, so emotions are not a bad thing. It's just how you manage those emotions is what, really matters and makes the difference.
No, absolutely. And one of the things that he said in there was that you have to teach the children those 3 points that he brought up. Self-awareness, self-empathy. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. Because and I'm going to relate it to agents, right? So if you're building an agency and you're recruiting new agents, new people into the broker world, you gotta teach them emotional intelligence. I don't care how old they are. I don't care if they're older than you. I don't care if they're the same age as you. If they're in their 20s or just hitting 18, obviously in our industry, you got to be at least 18 to be able to get a license, right? But you got to teach them emotional intelligence, right? Because obviously, if you're recruiting and you've been in the game long enough, you got to be able to tell them, hey, look, this is a pitfall right here. So when this happens, hey, make sure you got your head on right. Make sure you got your bootstraps on, right? Because one of the things in our business, right, when we talk about chargebacks and we know Charlie World is a place that people don't want to go. Now people want to go to the Disney World, but they don't want to go to Charlie World, okay? And when Charlie happens, when you visit Charlie Land, it's not the greatest of places, right? Because either business deals that didn't stay on the books, business didn't stay on the books, or maybe agents rolled the debt up to you, or whatever the case may be, right? We gonna look, guys. We're gonna talk about it all. We're not gonna hide or sugarcoat. Trust me, I got Miss Transparent co-hosting with me right now, so trust me,
you're gonna hear it all.
You want to hear it all, and so
the good, the bad, the ugly, the stink, all of it.
all the in between, right? So you got to teach your agents emotional intelligence. At the same time, you have to continue to increase your level of emotional intelligence, right? Because what they say, new level, new devils, right? And so as you continue to progress in this business, you have to make sure that your highs are not too high and your lows are not too low, and that you're pretty much kind of even keel. Even for somebody like me who's very high energy, emotionally, trust me, I ain't too high on it, and I ain't too low, and I'm like, hey, cool. I'm just a high energy guy, but I'm also smart enough, and if you've lived enough life, you've gone through some things, right? You know what I'm saying? So, again, when it comes to business, emotion to me takes a lot of people out of business because things happen and they're so emotionally attached to the top producer on the team, the top agency owner within their hierarchy. And now that person's gone. They decide to leave the business and they left a bunch of roll-up debt and so forth and so on. But I've also seen a lot of people fight through and champion through those different situations, right? And so, and with some ways that you, Sandra, have strength with your emotion when when the business is going like up and down and all around and all of those things. Like how do you manage your emotions through that?
Well, first and foremost, I pray. Okay, I have to make sure that I keep my spiritual life on point. First and foremost. Secondly, mindset. I make sure I'm reading books. I understand the industry, because if you get into something that you don't understand, and for example, we're talking about Charlie Land, if you don't know how chargeback work, when they hit you, it's going to be emotional because you wasn't expecting it. But when you're in this industry and you're partnered with the right person, or even if you're not, you have to do your homework and learn what this industry is really about and what to expect, because it may not be for you, So I have to keep my focus and my goals in front of me and focus on my why. That's one thing, my coach talks about all the time. Shout out to Mark Tarolia. If your why is not big enough to make you cry, hey, anything could take you out of business. So
Absolutely.
You got to keep those feelings in check, and it don't come from not going through nothing. You got to go through something so those feelings can stay, in check. So
absolutely. Look, she said the best right here, right? Look at that.
pray
Pray on purpose. Come on now, let's go. Hey, you got to be pray. Hey, MC Hammer said you got to pray just to make it today. Ain't that something? I don't know if he was a prophet or not, but hey, I mean, that was a word. And and like you said, for me, man, a lot of times I kind of think back to situations that I've gone through in life in general. And how I overcome those different situations. And I say, okay, look, if that situation didn't kill me, this situation absolutely is not going to kill me. I might gotta put a little bit more sweat equity into it. I might gotta go prospect a little bit more and go find some people. I gotta ramp up my social media marketing, right, so I can get more business on the books or whatever the case, or buy leads, whatever it is, right, that I need to fix in that business, right? Instead of turning away, that's when you really need to turn towards it, and you need to put up your guards. You need to get in that ring and fight with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow your emotions, man, to take you out of business, man, to put yourself in a position where now you're away from mentorship, you're away from coaching, you're away from like-minded people, you've isolated yourself, right? You've now got into this whole functory, right? Now your family don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to be around you because now your emotions have put you in such a bad position that you can't even function. And trust me, man, people, what do they say? People take their work home. Just like you can take your Come on, talk about it. And that's something you don't want to do, right? And you got to even have emotional intelligence, even when it comes to your spouse. even when it comes to people that you know, because everybody does not understand this business. And the first thing that people are going to do is they're going to want to protect you from whatever's harming you, right? Oh no, what's happening? Oh, you know what? You know how they do around the hood? Hey, we about to pull up. We about to pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Think about that life.
Exactly. But that's when you turn to the coach, to the mentor, like you said, man. Shout out to Coach Mark T, man. That's when you turn to somebody, whoever your coach, your upline, your mentor is, and you got to say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through. And guess what? They've already been there. They can help you get through those things. Because again, if you start pillow talking with them about the business all the time, guess what? They're gonna talk you smooth out of it. So you got to be emotional, intelligent, everything that you do. So, guys, look. Just for a quick commercial break, we want to tell you all how you all can follow each of us on our social media platforms, right? Because we share a lot of great content individually and collectively as we're doing this drill for skill. So, Sandra, how can the people find you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. It's Sandra, your trusted insurance broker. I'm on TikTok, Sandra.b_official. I'll post it in the chat once I verify. I got different names. I'm sorry. But if you search Sandra Brooks, Sandra, SONJABROOKS, I will come up. I have a pretty decent following across the board. I'm also on Instagram, but you can catch me most of the time on Facebook. And I have my business page, which is Rest Assured Life Solutions. So like I said, I'll post that stuff in the comments. I'm easy to find and I'm very approachable. So don't hesitate to holler.
Absolutely. So Sandra, on your social media, what are some things that you share on your social media, right? Why should we come and view your space in the internet?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm like you said, I'm very transparent. I share information. Um, I also have a podcast I do or stream, whatever you want to call it, on Wednesdays. I do the Love Lounge where I talk about, relationships and I bring on guests. I really love bringing people onto my platform because I understand like it's not about me. It's not all about me. Okay. I mean, it's about me, but it ain't all about me. So keep it hot, you know what I'm saying?
All right, keep it hot.
I love putting other people out there. I love letting people, giving them a space to get uncomfortable and step out of their comfort zone. Because believe it or not, I don't like being on camera, but I understand it's not about me. If I don't share this information, in my mind, you're not going to get it. So I have to do what I feel my calling is to do, which is to educate the community so that the community can make better decisions, which will eventually build a better community. And so that's what I'm all about, is educating the people, business coaching, not just life insurance, like just practical. I've been a business owner, gosh, forever. Before I got into this industry, I was a hairstylist. So I've always worked for myself, getting into the finance industry with insurance. Now I am a business and I'm building a business, and that was a kind of difficult transition for me, but I'm transitioning and I'm conquering. So why
Absolutely.
should they follow you, Dennis, Mr. GGP?
GGP, look, that's what it be, right? Get the bag, grow the bag, and protect the bag. So look, guys, how you can follow me is right there on the screen. Facebook and Instagram is just Dennis Garland Jr. That is who I am. That is my name. Please don't ever forget the Junior. Right, you got to put Junior at the end of my name. Put some respect on the JR. I'm talking about. So just a little bit about me. Like Sandra was saying, I haven't had a 9 to 5 in about 11 to 12 years. Grew up as a preacher's kid. Mom died when I was 8, so I was very young. So my father had to take care of me, my sister, my brother, and all I saw was a man who provided for his children. But what I also saw was not just a faith, a God-fearing man, but a man who was about his business. He was actually an insurance agent. It was not in my plans to get into the insurance industry. Trust me. I was playing music since the age of 3, started on drums, now I play piano and stuff like that, and produce and so forth and so on, and was playing football, and I thought I was going to be able to do some things, or go into comedy. Really, I wanted to really do stand up comedy, which people don't really know. But hey, look, we're here. I'm married, three wonderful kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Sandra. Hey, look, I'm gonna share a little more secrets now that we're on this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Kevin Hart over here.
Right. You know what I'm saying? No, more like Martin. Martin's my era. More like Martin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he's from the DMV too. Shout out to Martin Lawrence. You know. But got into this industry, and I've learned a lot, man. There's a lot that we just didn't learn in school. Didn't know nothing about really how generational wealth is created. And generational wealth isn't just created through money; it's actually created through generational information. You got to be able to have the information to pass on, and that's one of the things that I just didn't know. And being in this industry, where I started from to where I am now, there's so many different wealth building tools that you can use, and those are the things that I like to talk about. I sometimes I remix some videos, right? So you might see me down there like. You might see me do that. You might see me talking about it. Dropping some of that academics. You know what I'm saying? Some of that math on you, and things of that nature, man. And I like to have fun. I show my family. I'm a family guy. I love my family. Things of that nature. So you're gonna get all of me. There's gonna be some stuff on there, with my music a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? But mainly, I want to talk to people about, just empowering them. I have things that I do as far as empowerment, Monday talks, so many different things that I have going on in my space, man. And I believe it's a cool space. I believe it's a space you want to be a part of. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's a good time, man. And I always love to have a good time. So Sandra, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next subject. So what do you have for the people on tonight?
Well, for my little spiel on tonight, I just wanted to go over like some key aspects that I feel is, necessary when you're just starting out in this industry, or maybe you've been in the industry and haven't really gotten started. you know, I would say I've been licensed since like 2016, and I feel like I just found my real start since I've been over here with Family First Life, which was about 2 years ago. So I learned a lot. And so I'm gonna share some of those things that I feel, helped me get there, which hopefully I believe it'll help you too. Especially when you're building a team. You may got it all together, but as you're recruiting people, they may not. So one of the biggest things I do think is important in this industry to have is self-development. I believe it all starts with mindset. Being in business in general, no matter the industry, if you don't understand the world of business, you're going to struggle understanding the world of insurance because it's the same, but it's a whole different ball game over here. Okay, you're dealing with a lot of money. You're dealing with the opportunity of making a lot of money really fast, but also you can lose it really fast. And one of my prayers is, I always tell the Lord to keep me humbled. I don't care how much money I make. I always want to be true to myself. I want to be true to my ethics and morals. And I want to make the money and not let the money make me, keeping the goal of helping people. So self-development. And if you don't have a spiritual life, if you don't believe in God, it's important that you believe in something other than yourself. Because you can only take you as far as you can go. There has to be something greater that you believe in. Um, the second thing is ethics and morals. Have some ethics and morals about yourself. The industry itself has its own ethics and morals, but in order for you to um, respect those and follow those, you have to have some self morals and ethics about yourself. Holding yourself to a certain standard so that you're doing business, so that you're doing good business and you're doing what's right for the people, because you can set people up not you well you can set people up to not be successful, whether you're dealing with your clients or whether you're dealing with your agents. So ethics and morals is very important. Another thing is, and I got five. I don't know if I told y'all it's five. I hear some feedback. You hear feedback? I'm sorry. Okay. So another one is getting more, practical product knowledge. You have to know what you're out here offering to people. Don't overthink it though. There has to be a balance. A lot of agents spend years trying to learn every product. The best way to learn the product is by talking to people and writing the business, quoting people, um, dealing with people with different scenarios, healthy people, sick people, learning what carriers will cover what so that you can know how to properly cover your clients because what you're doing is very important. People are signing on to do business with you for the rest of their life or for the rest of your life. If I die before my client, they're going to go on to get a new agent. But until that time, we're in this forever. um, you have to have sales skills. Well, not sales skills. I like to say people skills. Um, you have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to connect with people. If you can't connect with people, then anybody can come on and rewrite that client or give them something different, not necessarily better, but there's a whole lot of people out here doing this. Everybody's a life insurance agent. Anybody can be a life insurance agent. So we're out here not competing, but it's a lot of us. What makes them want to do business with you? Because that's what matters. It ain't the product. Yeah, I got a buttload of products I can offer you, but you're not even gonna listen to the products if you don't like me. So we have to connect, and I have to want to do business with you. I like dealing with responsible people. I need you to pay this bill every month, sir, ma'am, for the rest of your life in order for it to work. Okay. If not, then you're leaving your family in a bind. And it's my job to make sure you understand that value because when you understand that value, you have no problem making that payment every month. You would gladly pay for that policy when you know 20 years down the line it's going to yield you $1 million. Or you understand that if you get sick, you can borrow from this policy. Just little stuff that goes with the product knowledge as well. One more thing that's very important that I think a lot of people fail to realize is the fact that you do need a mentor. And your mentor is very important because they're like, I don't know if you're not with Family First Life, you probably heard a lot about Family First Life. I heard a lot about Family First Life before I got over here. There are certain agents that reached out to me. I was not interested in doing business with them, and it turned me off from the entire company, which goes back to people skills. The guy that recruited me, well, he made me recruit myself, y'all. And this big shout out to Brian Campbell, because if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I would have ever or how long it would have took me to get over here into this industry with Family First Life. But he's an awesome people's person. He genuinely cares about other agents and he cares about you knowing what you're doing and he genuinely cares about helping. And that's what attracted me to wanting to work with him. And so if he trusted Family First Life, it made me trust Family First Life. So that was my first mentor in the game. When you're choosing your mentor, you want to choose someone. A lot of times people they want to connect with the top dog, the one that's making millions of dollars. Okay. But you got to think if that person is that busy, that person is making that much money, how would they really have time for you respectfully? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of disrespectful for you to even think that you can ask them that you can ask them to spend or take up one-on-one time with you. Like you haven't really shown yourself to be valued enough. And when you're in business, some people may look at that as, oh, they think they're too good. It's not that. You went and pull up to the White House and knock on the door and ask to talk to Biden, right? Biden don't know you. So you got to try to work your way up. Find your first mentor should be someone that's doing just a little better than you, got a little bit more experience in the game. That way they can still relate to what it feels like to be new in the industry, but they can also teach you how to get where they are. The person that brings you into the game may not be the person that's going to take you to the next level. So that's why you have to know how to maneuver around in this industry. And one thing, Dennis, my brother, Dennis, he said one thing, and I was like, yo, this is so true. And it's not even on no Hasa Diddy type stuff or no what you call it, conceited thing or anything. But he told me, he said, I am the upline. We are our own upline because in this industry, we are responsible for what we do. You can have the greatest mentor, you can have the greatest upline. They're not going to make your money. Another what Bernard the professor, he said, nobody coming to save you. You ain't no princess. If you don't do the work, you won't make the money. This is not you go clock in and you can stand on the wall and you still gonna get paid by the hour. No, you're gonna work. But the good side about it is you're gonna get paid a lot to do the work. You know what I'm saying? And I sleep good at night because I'm doing good by people. So those are my 5 things that I really feel is very important when you're first getting into this industry, or if you've been in the industry and having a hard time to get started. And these are things that will keep you in the industry. So just take those things into consideration.
So let me ask you a question, right? So, because you touched on some very great points there, right? Now, when you say key aspects in the insurance industry, right? And when I'm a new agent,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm coming in. I don't really know anything. I don't necessarily know who to trust. I don't know if this person's a good mentor or not, or some of the things that you've mentioned. How can I be able to recognize when I'm in a situation where I can thrive, or if I'm in a situation where I need to run and hide?
And that's a good question because that all comes on, again, it starts with you. If you don't know what your goals are in this industry, you're going to be floating around from agency to agency, from IMO to IMO, and you're not going to realize what you want until you're not doing what you want. You see what I'm saying? I was okay. I started out with a company that rhymes with America.
Right,
Okay. And I was super excited. I mean, they taught me the game about money. They showed me all this stuff, what I could do. The comp was 40%. I didn't care because all I was comp, and I was just excited. And they taught me to recruit. It sounded so good. When I went to get my own policy, I did not qualify. So I'm like, if I can't get a policy, how the heck am I supposed to? I was only 31.
mm,
And all they had was term. And if you don't know, term is the hardest to qualify for because you can't have so much health problems. And my problem was I was overweight. And so I couldn't lose 100 pounds, overnight to get this policy.
right.
So I did not have the confidence in that product. I still stayed for a little while because I was loyal to my upline that brought me in the industry. But you have to know what your goals are, man. If you don't know what your goals are, then your goals are going to be whatever your upline or whatever the company is selling you, and you don't know it works for you until you find out it do or it don't.
So you mentioned product knowledge. Should I waste a lot of time, with learning, trying to learn so much product knowledge? Like, how does that work? I'm new, I'm trying to figure it out, or maybe my business is slow and I got so many carriers in this broker world. Like, how do I navigate through that to be able to be very successful?
And that right there comes from, again, connecting with the right person. You had asked about how you find out, finding you a good upline and stuff. You have to ask the right questions. I tell anybody, talk to more than one person. I mean, even people that I try that wants to work with me, I tell them, I ask them a lot of questions. I keep it 100 with them. I'm like, look, go ask somebody else, like, because you might not be a good fit for me. We are non-captive. We have a lot of carriers. Everybody's not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And I will honestly tell you, hey, this might not work for you, but hey, you might work good over here in such and such as agency. Some people work better as captive agents. I know for me, when I'm talking to my new agents, I'm not giving them every carrier off the gate. We got 30, but you ain't getting 30. I mean, I'm setting you up to be overwhelmed. If a IMO does not offer training, if they don't have training for you to plug into, whether it's live or videos or whatnot, that's a red flag. Okay. If your upline can't provide you the resources to learn what you need to learn, then that's a problem. I see a lot of I'm part of insurance groups on social media, and a lot of them be asking questions. And I be like, who the heck are you with? But I'm not gonna post that. But I'm
Right,
like,
right,
you
all
asking
right.
questions
Because we're gonna have respect. We're gonna have respect, right? We're gonna respect you.
right. But I be like, I respond because that's me. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I like to help people, but I keep it respectful because I don't want people to feel like I'm in there trying to recruit them. But I can't help if you like my response. Hey, you might need to get in my inbox. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
look,
the thing is,
hey, that's why she's the trusted insurance broker. Okay. Pun intended. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, I think those points were excellent. Because you're right. These are the five things that you do need to understand. Product knowledge. Eventually you will learn the products, like you said, through servicing your clients. Because you'll
right,
have to call the carriers and things like that, and the right mentorship. Mentors help you to collapse time frames. What I mean? Or as one thing I always used to say, what I mean, my mentor going to help me jump the curve. What I mean? I ain't gotta worry so much about, is this going, doing this? No, they're like, look, man, look, jump over
right,
here, take a left step, wiggle your toes, throw your hands up, fall forward, and then boom, you're there. When, I could be trying to go all the way around the mulberry bush and run 10 yards down and then come all the way back. I know my analogy sounds wild, but what I'm telling you is the mentor gave me the steps to take to get
right,
to the place much faster than what I would do by myself. So I totally agree with you. I didn't realize how important mentorship was until I was about 33, 34 years old. I mean, I just turned 40. I know, I look good for 40. But what I'm saying is I just turned 40 and I didn't realize that until about 6 or 7 years ago, because that is something that a lot of us in general do not grow up understanding how important it is to have someone who can tell you this is how you do it. I've already gone through all the fluff and the crap that you're getting ready to kind of go into, and I can help you get over those things. Like we talk about emotional intelligence, they can help you, what I'm saying, curve your emotions and things of that nature. Be able to help you to have a lot of success. So yeah. Thank you for sharing those points, sis, man. That was some great stuff. Come on, we got some people here live, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank you all for joining us live for tonight. And look, guys, this is the first one. I know we got the word out, about at the 12th hour. But thank you all for joining us on tonight. Trust me, the replay will be available. We will post it and things of that nature. Matter of fact, Sandra, before I go, can you tell them, we're going to take a little quick commercial break real quick right here. Tell them about the fan page and how they'll be able to find us.
Okay, yeah. So on Facebook, we do have a Drill for Skill Facebook group, and up there we will be sharing, the replays. We also will be sharing, little shorts because I know everybody don't want to sit and watch the whole hour. We'll also be just, keeping y'all up to date what we got going on. So be sure to join the Facebook page. It's called Drill for Skill. Breakthrough, there's got no spaces, and just join the group. It's public. You don't have to answer no questions. You have topics you want us to cover. Again, that's one way that you can get those topics to us. We will be having guests on the show, bringing people up here. Y'all don't want to look at us all the time. I know we ain't bad to look at, but y'all
Right.
don't want to look
Hey.
at us.
Right.
But yeah, so it's
Absolutely.
something that y'all can share, y'all can join. It's a community. Bring your team. Like we're just really here to genuinely help. And I know what we're doing is different from what a lot of other people are doing. So we just try to bring it to y'all.
Absolutely. And again, we will, if you all are following us on our pages, Sandra, your trusted insurance broker Brooks on Facebook, and then on Instagram, your trusted insurance broker, and then Dennis, on Instagram and Facebook, Dennis Garland Jr., you all will see us posting about Drill for Skill and how you can become a part of the Drill for Skill community. And while we're in there, we want you to comment. We want to have fun. We want to interact. We want you to bring up different subject matters or things that you're learning about. And maybe it might be a subject that we talk about on here, right? So now, what I want to talk about here is building a business from the jump, right? You want to be able to build a business from the jump, guys. And that's the main important thing, right? A lot of people get into the industry and what they want to do is they want to learn how does this work, how does that work, so forth and so on. But if you want to have maximum success and you want to be able to have success very quickly, you will need to start building a business as soon as you get in. Now, can y'all hear me? So, okay, cool. Just want to make sure y'all can hear me, guys. So, what you want to do is you want to start recruiting. And they say, how fast? Immediately. Okay, yes, I did put a J in there. It's immediately. You want to recruit from day one. Why is that? Well, when you came into this business, right, what most likely lured you in was the fact that, like Sandra pointed out earlier, we do make money pretty fast here. You know, when you get an insurance license, it's not just an insurance license. It is a wealth building license. It is a final expense license. It is a mortgage protection license. It is a tax-free retirement license, right? It is ultimately a license that will allow you to be able to print money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? It's going to allow you to be able to do these things, right? So let's just say, for example, you know, you got some bills you want to take care of, or maybe you got a vacation you want to go on, or whatever, or you got some things you want to fix around the house, whatever the case may be, right? This license is going to be able to put you in a position to be able to do those things. See, when you work a job, the reality of it is that your pay, you know, as they would say, is steady. How often do you get a raise? How often can you bump up your own pay? Can you say, hey, look, you know, next month, man, I need an extra 20% more because I have these bills coming up, or I have this destination wedding I have to get ready for, or you know what, like for example, you know, we had to get our steps fixed in front of our house, right? Or maybe you need some other work, drywalling, or maybe you want to remodel kitchen, but on your job, it's a steady paycheck. It is a steady income. That income does not change unless your boss or manager or HR, whoever it is that dictates whether your pay goes up or down, whether they decide to give you the raise or not. See, here in the insurance business, you have the ability to be able to build that income at your own leisure. As fast as you want, you are your boss. You can say, you know what, I want to give myself a $10,000 raise next month. Guess what? You put the sweat equity in, you go work for it, you got a raise right there. Boom, extra 10,000. You know what, man? I want to make 30,000 this month. Oh, you know what? I want to make no thousand this month. You have the ability to do all of those numbers that I just literally mentioned, because this license is not just an insurance license, what it says life producer license, but this license is multifaceted. It's so many different areas of life that you can hit people. So all age groups, we're talking about from 0 to 89, no matter where they are, whether they're super healthy, whether they have some ailments, right? Or whether they, you know, like Sandra, they're having trouble with getting qualified with this company and this type of insurance, so on and so on. Guess what? We can help literally anybody from 0 to 89, no matter what the health looks like, right? You might not be in the certain product you want to be in, but we can help you, right? So now you have a license that can pretty much help any and everybody. And now add on that you're talking about building a business and recruiting people to the team. it's amazing what you can do with that, right? So now when as you're growing and learning the business, right, from your trusted mentor and from the person who brought you into the business, guess what? Now you're going to be excited. So what you want to do is you now want to go talk to your friend, your brother, your mom, your father, your aunt, your sister. I mean, your co-workers, your college friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, people who have their children in the same sports organizations as your kids. You want to be able to talk to everybody, right? Because people are looking for a way to be able to make extra money. And it is selfish of us to be able to not offer the opportunity, right? I was always told that, you only owe two people two things in this business, right? And that is exposure and opportunity, right? I'm going to expose you to this business, right? And I'm going to give you the opportunity to be able to change your life. And that's one of the things that you want to be able to harness when you initially get into this business, right? So build a business, you want to start recruiting, right? And when you start recruiting, right, you want to be able to say, all right, cool, you know what? Hey, I don't know everything, right? But I have a guy, I have a gal, right? And he or she is phenomenal in this business, right? And so we're going to learn right beside each other, right? We're going to grow together. Right. And that's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. Right. You don't have to have all the answers, but you got to be resourceful and have some other people who can be able to help you grow your team, grow your business. Right. So that's one thing. Once you start recruiting, then you want to learn the system. Right. So you want to be able to learn the system and run the play that your upline is giving you, right? Because they obviously know how to scale, right? And if they don't know how to scale, then you go to the person above them, or there's somebody in the industry, right, who knows how to scale. And you want to be able to take on that knowledge and apply it to yourself, right? Let's think about this. If you think about McDonald's and how Ray Kroc changed the game and he franchised, right? And really technically what most people don't know is McDonald's is really in the real estate industry because, if you watch the movie The Founder, you know what, I ain't going to give you too much. Just go watch the movie The Founder. But pretty much he got into that game, right? And so, Sarge, can you still hear me?
I can hear you. You froze it, but I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, had some technical difficulties over here, but I kept pushing through, you know what I mean? So again, build a business from jump. Now, why did I mention Ray Kroc? Because he has a system. In order for you to own a McDonald's franchise, you have to go to Burger U. You got to go to Burger University. You got to be able to learn how things work. How the patties, the degrees that they have to be cooked at, the fries, everything is pretty much the same, right? Location, things of that nature, right? Uniforms, right? The look, everything is the same. No matter where you go, you're going to always see the golden arches. No matter where you go, they're going to have Coca-Cola products. No matter where you go, they're going to have that sweet iced tea. So it don't matter where you go, they are going to have the same thing. Double quarter pounder, chicken crisp or whatever, crispy chicken, whatever it is, them famous chicken nuggets, they're going to have all of that the same. Your job is when you get in here is you are going to duplicate your mentor. You're going to duplicate your mentor. You're going to say, you know what? Let me take my brain off. You're going to go like this to yourself. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to remove my brain. Wow. You took your brain off. You're going to go to them and say, hey, let me get your brain. Okay, bow. Tell me how to do this. And you're going to take notes. And you're going to listen and you're going to lock in because they're going to tell you how to run the play. The thing is now you have to be coachable and run the play that they're telling you to run, right? Got to be coachable and run the play that they're telling you to run. Again, what did we say earlier? Mentors help you to collapse time frames. They're building a business, right? You got into the business because you want to be able to change your life. Now you can do it by yourself. And as the old adage says, hey, if you want to go fast, run by yourself. But if you want to run for a long time, you got to run with people. It's the same thing in a business, right? Business owners have people working for them. And we're going to get into the cash flow quadrant and all of those different things, right? But that's a great book that you want to check out. because it does talk about the 4 ways to be able to make money. And what we're talking about right here is building a business. Now, you will start out in the S quadrant as a self-employed person, but where you really want to get to is becoming a business owner and a level 5 investor. We'll get more to that on another drill for skill guys, but the main thing here is you want to recruit as soon as you get in, right? You don't have to do analysis paralysis and just wait for, I got to learn this. I don't know this product. Who cares? Who knows the information? The person that brought you in. Hopefully, if they don't know it, guess what? There is somebody that is over the team that knows all of this information, and they're going to give it to you. Sanjay and I, that's what we do. We recruit, we prospect, we're on social media, right? And what we're doing with our team is we're teaching them the game. This is how this works, right? This is how you help people build wealth. This is how you help people with tax-free retirement. Okay, now let's bring your team in because we're going to help you build a big agency, because it's not just about us eating, right? What they used to say, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. You know what I'm saying? I know that's in a different way, but you get what I'm saying? Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So the homies got to be able to eat too, right? Everybody got to eat B. What they say? Everybody eating B. You know, that's my New York side, right? I ain't from New York, but you get what I'm saying. Everybody eat B. And that's the thing. You want everybody to eat. Don't just come into the industry and just get all the information and the knowledge for yourself. Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of vision. This industry has helped save marriages. This industry has helped save people's lives, people's homes, cars, whatever, you know what I'm saying, turn their life around because of self-development. Some people have actually even found Christ in this business. Some people found their spouse in this business. Some people found a whole lot of other things, but you get what I'm going. The main thing you want to do is, again, you want to start recruiting, right? Keep it simple. Right? Hey, are you making all the money that you want to make right now currently? That's it. Keep the conversations very simple. Nah, man, I ain't making all the money I want to make. Look, so if I have an opportunity that can be able to get you, exactly where you want to go, right? Whatever those goals, those money goals are, man, would you be open to taking a listen to the opportunity? You be quiet, you wait, and you let them talk, right? Once they tell you, yeah, sure. Okay, tell me about it. Okay, look, right now I ain't got a lot of time to really get into it. But give me your information, and we're gonna, I'm gonna give you a call. Might not be today, definitely tomorrow sometime. You good in the evening? Perfect. I'm gonna call you around 6 o'clock around that time. That sounds good? All right, perfect. And then you call them and you talk to them, right? And if you're new, if you don't know the information, you do a 3-way. You do a 3-way. You get on a Zoom or a Google Meet, right? Or you get on the phone, a 3-way call. Hey, say, look, hey, bro, hey, sis, man, look, I got my mentor on the line, right? You said you wasn't making all the money you want to make, and I understand exactly where you are. I feel you, right? Because, hey, I'm there as well, and this person right here is really showing me how to be able to level up in ways that I never thought that I could. And so now that we're talking, I got them on the line because they're going to give you all the information and everything, and they're going to be able to answer any and every question that you have, okay? And then just pass it over to your mentor, and that's it. Make the introduction, boom, boom, boom. Let the mentor start talking and helping that person out, right? And when they're doing that, don't jump in, don't cut it off, right? We get the person, that's fine, but let the mentor work, right? As they say in sports, let them cook. Let them cook, baby. All right. I don't need you stepping in. Let me cook. Come on, somebody put that in the chat. Let me cook. All right. Let me cook. Come on, type it, guys. Everybody, I see y'all watching, right? All 7,500 of y'all. I need y'all to put let me cook. So you want to recruit. You want to prospect. You want to get the mind of your mentor because they know the game. Again, you don't have to know everything, right? And even if you're a person that says, you know what, Dennis, I've been in the industry for a while now. I've been in 10 plus years, five years or so. I'm ready to build my business now. Let's go. Time to cook, baby. Time to cook. Let's go. Because now you're putting yourself on a path to financial independence. I don't care how much money you make by yourself. You can make $200, $300, $400,000 a year on your own pen. But guess what? If you get sick, that next check ain't coming in. If you go on vacation and you're not doing business while you're on vacation, guess what? That next check ain't coming in, right? You are tied to your clients if it's just you by yourself. You are tied to your clients if it's just you by yourself. But when you are building a business, you have multiple people working together. Now it's not just your 40 hours. It is now 10 people's 40 hours, which equals 400. So now you have really 440 hours. Think about that. You have 440 hours a week working in your business. That is the power of multiplication, not addition. We're talking about multiplication. So what you want to do is once you get 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, whatever, you help those 3 get 3. You help those 5 get 5. You help those 10 get 10. Whatever the number is, you help those people do the same exact thing, right? So what you want to do is you want to sprint wide. So you want to get as many people direct to you as much as you can, and then you want to explode deep. And once you're doing that, now we're talking about finding your studs. We're talking about finding the people who's really going to take your business to a whole other level that you never thought that it could happen. Trust me, I've seen it. You don't have to be the best salesperson in your business. You don't have to be the best recruiter in your business. You don't have to be the best motivator. You don't have to be the best dressed, the best looking. It don't matter what it is. Somebody, if you are talking to enough people, you're going to bring somebody in the business who is going to be the best at that. And that is what you want to capitalize on. You want to say, hey, look, I'm looking for the next person who is going to be the number one producer in FFL. I'm looking for the number one producer for the number one recruiter in FFL. I'm looking for the number one agency builder in FFL. I'm looking for the next person who's going to not only change their lives, but they're going to change their children's life. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what I'm in it for. And I know that's exactly what Saj is in it for, right? So you say, okay, well, Dennis, how do we prospect? How do I get the conversation going? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is how we get the conversation going, people. How we get the conversation going is, again, like I said, you want to keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? Hey, Sandra, what's going on? Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything's good.
Cool, man. It's so good to see you at the parties, man. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time, man. What's new in your world? What's going on with you now?
And nothing, just out here trying to get this bread, man.
Hey.
2, 3 jobs.
Oh, okay. I can dig it. I mean, so what industry are you in right now?
Man, I'm bartending, I'm doing taxes, I'm doing hair, I'm selling pocketbooks, some of everything. Just trying to get rich.
Hey, I can dig it. I'm on the same train as you. So, I mean, what now? I know you said you work in 2 or 3 jobs, right? So, I mean, if you could alter or change anything about that, I mean, what would you alter or change?
Oh, I wish I could just have one job that could bring all the income in that I need so I could have more time with the kids, 'cause I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
So it takes away from, a lot.
Hey, I totally get it. I got 3 myself, and, you said, when you got a couple of kids and things like that, you want to be with your family. So, I totally understand it because those years are very precious, right?
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, hey, look, I get it. Now, I mean, what would be your dream income, right? If you can make all the money, if money wasn't an issue, right, to pay all your bills, take care of everything, I mean, what would be your dream income?
To be comfortable, I mean, I would love to be about 80,000 or 100,000, something like that.
80,000, 100. Okay, 6 figures. Okay, I like that. Now there's multiple 6 figures now. I mean, you got 100, you got 900, 99, 99. You know what I'm saying?
I could be comfortable on the lower end of the 6 figures because right now I'm only doing about, between all my hustles, Probably about 50,
Okay. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, that's hey, if it's just you by yourself, I mean, hey, the average married couple does about 53, 55,000 together. So
Wow. See, I don't got
yeah,
no time for nothing though.
right. And so I understand, right? So let me ask you a question. So if there was a way that I could show you how to be able to be able to have more time, be able to make the money that you want to absolutely make, you know what I'm saying, not to be able to have to pull yourself into 2 and 3 and 4 different directions to be able to make that money, would you be open to taking a listen to that opportunity?
I mean, yeah, if it ain't no $200-300 startup fee and it don't involve investing in Bitcoin, I'll listen.
Yeah. Bitcoin, man, look, I hate those scammers on Instagram. They always hit me up. I'm like, and they always friend requesting me, like, stop. You know, like, I'm not, look, I get it. So look, let me get your information. Let me get your number. I'm gonna hit you up, right? We'll talk about it. We'll I'll give you a call tomorrow or something like that, and then I'll just be able to, I'll show you exactly what it is that I'm doing, and what's how it's changing my life, and I believe it can be an opportunity that can do the same for you as well.
So this all what you gonna show me? That's all you doing?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna show it to you. We'll talk about it tomorrow for sure.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Well, look, man, Sandra, it was great catching up with you, sis, man. Look, definitely, hope all is well with you and the family. And yeah, looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Me too. What time? I work at 3 jobs. So.
Okay. Well, are you? What's a better time for you? Is it
Probably like early in the morning or later in the evening after 8.
Okay, early in the morning. Like what time? We talking about like 8?
How much time I need?
I would say at least maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an early bird, I got to be to work by 9, so I can do something between 7:30 at the latest. I head out the door about 8:30.
Okay, so let's talk at 7 o'clock. So I hit you up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right, cool. And that's it, guys. Now of course I add a little extra in there because that's my personality. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna laugh a little bit and talk a little bit or whatever. You know what I mean? Be true to who you are, but that's it. You want to just keep the conversation very simple, right? What are you doing now? What do you enjoy about it? I know I didn't really talk about what she enjoyed about it because she's working 2 or 3 jobs and she didn't sound so happy about it. So, okay, so now that's a pain point. So now I know what the pain is, right? And now it is my job as the fire your boss doctor is to now be able to help her fire her boss because that's what the pain is. She has too many bosses, too many people that's running her life because they're controlling her paycheck and they're controlling her time. All you got to do is have a conversation with people, and I promise you, they will tell you exactly how to recruit them. All you got to do is just, speak a word, open your mouth, and talk to some people, right? And things can happen. So, look, guys, that's my tidbit for drill for skill. Building a business from jump. Please do not be afraid to talk to people as soon as you get into business, or if you are doing the business right now. Right? You want to be able to have longevity. You want to be able to have massive passive income. You got to build a team. You can't have massive passive income without building a team, right? Second, you got to lock into a system. Lock into the system, right? So that way, when you coming in, it can be duplicatable. It is a McDonald's system. But also understand this too. There's a Burger King. There's a Roy Rogers, there's a Hardee's, right, and so forth and so on. None of them outsell McDonald's. So just because you have the system does not mean that you're going to perfect the system or be coachable to the system. Make sure you're coachable to the system, y'all. So, Sandra, I mean, that's all I got for the people on tonight, man. I'm excited, man, for
excited for what's going
on. Look, I'm telling you guys. I mean, we're even talking about having a special guest as early as 8.
Yeah,
it may happen. I'm just telling you.
It's an every other week thing. Somebody posted they were looking forward for it every week. Nah, bruh, not every week.
Not every week. Nah.
Every first and third Monday every month, and we
Right
will
there.
be having I ain't gonna spill the tea right now, but I'm excited. We got some good people coming on, y'all. If y'all like us, y'all gonna love the people that we bring on because we all about bringing positive people with good energy, and most important, that can add value to y'all as well as myself. I learn from Dennis when I'm up here together. I don't know what he's gonna talk about till we get up here, so we
Yeah.
learning together while we're also sharing with you guys for free. Okay, don't forget that for
For
free.
free.
Okay,
Absolutely.
no subscription fees yet. Y'all while it's good and free, y'all. Because
Yep. They say, yeah, yeah, you gotta get it while the getting is good.
yes,
Get it while the getting is good, guys. But again, just want to share with y'all again, drill for skill right there. Okay. Every first and third Mondays of each month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as y'all see, these are some of the subjects that we're going to cover, right? Talking about learning with like-minded people, product knowledge, interactive training, right? We want you guys to, talk to us in the chat, right? Trust me, we talk back. You talk to us, we talk back. All right, recruiting and prospecting tips, promoting marketing strategies. We're talking about telesales scripts, appointment setting, presentations, and we're talking about mental training, y'all. Again, man, this is a power pack training that we're going to be delivering to y'all every first and third Mondays at 8:30 p.m. You can catch us here. We will be. Please make sure you follow Sandra again on Facebook at Sandra, your trusted insurance broker, and then follow me at Dennis Garland Jr., aka Mr. GGP. All right. So Sandra, unless you got some last words. I
so
mean,
thank y'all for tuning in. I see y'all stuck it out the whole time, and share it, tell your friends about it, because it's something here for everybody. So we appreciate y'all.
absolutely, man. Look, and again, shout out to y'all for sticking with us. We appreciate you all. Love you guys, and peace.